And now it is time for the reaction.
Alrighty. What's going on, guys? You got Chris and Sean talking through the medias. So they just released the first close-up costumes for the new Power Ranger movie. So, and you guys can check it out if you Google it. It's kind of like a side profile where we see the whole team lined up, and you can see if you look on the photo, you can zoom in. It actually looks like they used, or at least in this shot, it looks like this is all hands-on prosthetic stuff. It does not look like, maybe in the finished product they'll use CGI to enhance the costumes or whatever, but this is kind of like the old RoboCop in the sense that it looks like this is actual gear on them, and it actually looks pretty cool, man. I mean, this does look very different to me than the originals. Chris, what do you think about this picture that we've gotten to see? And it's not really like, it's hard to make out fine details, but what do you think about this photo, Chris?
If I was just the judge, I can't judge the movie based on this. Based on the pictures that have come out, based on this, I'm slightly on the fence of, this is awesome! I actually like this, man. I'm coming from that generation where I was loving the Power Rangers. Sorry, Mom, I skipped school a couple of times to catch the new episodes of Power Rangers because I didn't want to wait for the rerun, and I knew I was going to miss it because I was at school, and school ended right when the show was starting. So I would skip. That's how much of a fan of Power Rangers I was. Does this mean that the script is going to be good? No. Does this mean that the last movies were any good? No. They were bombs. They were terrible. This is only to be this is a reach around to us 90s guys who love this show, and we're all hoping that this is going to be a great movie. So far, we're loving the casting: Bryan Cranston, Elizabeth Banks. We like the casting that we're hearing so far, and I'm loving what I'm seeing so far. It's still not a trailer. It's still not the actual movie, and that means that this stuff is still on a path to disaster. I know it. It's going to be one of those movies that I'm going to be like in the small minority that loves the shit out of this movie.
Chris, give me a looking around. Going, yeah. trying to keep the sweaty moments down, holding on to the back of the seat, just like
salting my popcorn with the sweat, with the nerd sweat. Get those flavor crystals in my mouth, and that's going to be me. I'm going to be front row, elbowing the guy.
He's going to be that really loud guy in the theater, and every time he yells something really loud, he looks around to make sure nobody heard what he was saying, and he's just geeking out, telling everybody to shut up, Kimberly's on, but this is what I'm hopeful for this movie. I'm the hugest Green Ranger fan. Tommy the Green Ranger, that dude, I love that guy, so I know he's not going to be in the movie. Maybe he'll make a cameo, but I'm hoping that there will be a Green Ranger if they're going to follow the TV show, and maybe the Green Ranger will be the main villain, like he was in the series, and then turned good at the end, because I love the Green Ranger, man. I'm hoping that they won't do what they did to Ghostbusters, with the remix of the original song. Well, you know what? No, you know what? Scratch that. They do need to update that song. That Go Power Rangers. That needs to. I'm thinking Lil Wayne on the guitar. What do you think? Yeah. No.
That's a pet peeve of Sean's. I love bringing that up. Oh, hey, little mama, I can transform you.
No. All right, so I did notice that the Pink Ranger, as usual, she's absolutely, or what appears in this picture, she's like
fakeable.
She's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
And then the other guy, he almost looks like Don Cheadle from War.
He does look like Don Cheadle. He's got the War Machine thing. Put a black guy in an Iron Man helmet.
I'm not trying to say it's racist here. Let me take a look closer look. But I swear,
no,
looks like Don Cheadle.
I'm a black guy, and I endorse that message. That's Don Cheadle, man.
Looks like Don Cheadle. And then the other guy looks like Zac Efron.
I thought you were about to say Zach Morris.
No, it looks like Zac Efron, the one from Neighbors. And then the other guy, who appears to be against the green, he looks like, well, shit, the closest guy, I guess the guy from White Castle. The closest one, he looks like the Asian guy from the White Castle movie. Yeah. But then I don't know who the hell the Yellow Ranger looks like.
I'm glad that they didn't cast these like the way the show was cast. They had the black guy as the Black Ranger, the Asian girl as the Yellow Ranger.
It does look like
it was a disaster. People picked that part so much. Even that guy who played the Black Ranger was like, "Why did I have to be the Black Ranger?"
Yeah.
And then they totally mixed it up. Now they got the Red Ranger as I think as an Asian dude, and the Black dude is the Blue Ranger now, and you know they made it appropriate. You know, so. He
is. The Asian looking guy is the Black Ranger, isn't he?
No, he should be the Black Ranger or the Red Ranger. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, the Red Ranger looks like Zac Efron, and then the Blue Ranger is Don Cheadle, and then Kimberly is
Kimberly.
Yeah,
classic Kimberly. Pink Ranger is always going to be some pretty white. She
kind of looks like Natalie Portman.
But no, these are all unknowns though. There's nothing. The major casting is the villain. And she kind of from that angle, she does look like the original Kimberly, like the girl who originally played it. And
who is still fine as all.
I want to say that the Yellow Ranger, who was Asian in the TV show, the lady who died, the one who passed away, I think she might be Hispanic. So they pretty much got all ethnicities in here, and I'm happy about that. And they cast the colors the right way, so they did a real good job in the. Casting is pretty good. It's just at face value. So that's my initial reaction on it. I'm happy about it. You guys should subscribe to us because I love this. I don't care if Sean likes it or not. I'm gonna be right there by myself geeking out, man. I want to know if you're gonna be with me. All I want to know.
I like the Power Rangers. I will say this: when I first saw them, my first initial reaction was that they ripped off Voltron. That was because that's what I watched when I was a kid was Voltron, He-Man, Transformers. But then it's one of those shows that you like to make fun of it when you first see it, and then you're like it's one of those guilty pleasures. You're like, it sucks, and then you're like sitting there like Ultra Megazord.
Exactly. Tyrannosaurus, I would have been like the weirdest creature. If I was a Power Ranger, I probably would have been like anonymous insect, like prehistoric nothing sloth. Or something weird, but I still would have had fun with it. I like the Power Rangers, man. I can't wait to check it out. I want to know who's going to be out there with me. Come on, let's do it, guys. Let's go out and have a good time. Watch the Power Rangers. Bring your swords and your props, and let's just watch it's probably going to be a horrible, awesome movie.
Chris is going to do a Power Rangers retro re-binge. You could do the re-binge.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna
call the relapse.
I'll rewatch the first, the original teams. I'm not gonna watch everything. The thing is still on now. I mean, it's been like 10 seasons. I mean,
I'm talking about the one back in
the original season. Yeah, I'll watch that again, but just for nostalgia purposes. But all the stuff that came afterwards, I've watched one other one. It was called Dino Thunder, but only because Tommy the Green Ranger came back to the same school and was a teacher. And brought in a new group of kids, and he joined the team again. That was the only reason why I watched that. So I've only watched 2 incarnations of Power Rangers: the original team, and then when Tommy came back a couple of years ago, like 2005, 6, or something like that.
A couple of years ago.
Yeah, but anytime there's an episode I catch on Netflix where the original team comes back or some kind of a special like that, I'll watch it. I think at one point the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles teamed up with the Power Rangers.
What?
It's freaking crazy, man. I hope that doesn't happen in this movie, but I don't know.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I got to get Sean to binge. So that's what's going to be next on the binge. Check it out. Sean binges the Power Rangers. Check it out right here on Talking Through the Medias.